Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Well, it's time for another Tools and Tech Tuesday, and today I thought we'd talk about the Airstrike by Ryobi. So this is the 18 gauge brad nailer by Ryobi. It takes their 1+ batteries, which are 18 volt, pops right in there, and you're ready to go. No hoses, no cords. So first of all, let me just say that I'm not a contractor, but I've worked with several different nailers, helping buddies with different things, and I use this thing on several different projects, and I'll go over the price, what I like about it, and all that kind of thing. So let me explain my experience and why I decided to buy this one versus a different one. One of the frustrations that I've had is they always seem to jam, or they don't consistently sink the nails to the same depth. So when I was doing my research to decide what nailer to get, a lot of people were really liking the Airstrike nailers from Ryobi. Later, I was at a friend's house, and another friend came over who does maintenance for a mobile home park. They do a lot of rebuilding when people move out, things like that, and he happened to bring this nailer. And I asked him what he thought of it, and he really likes it, and I got to play with it a little bit, and I really like it. Let's talk about the features. If it were ever to jam, you have a lever that you just flip up and the jam will be right there. Clear it, you're good to go. Right here you have a knob that you can turn to adjust the depth. How that works is as you turn this, there's a little striker in there and it goes either closer to the nail or farther. On the back, you have a knob to adjust the air pressure. Right below the trigger, you have this button that your middle finger will hit and it lights up LEDs. Of course, you have the trigger. Down here, you have a selector switch. You have two modes. In single fire mode, you're going to depress this tip against something and then pull the trigger and it'll fire. In bump fire mode, you can hold the trigger down and every time this yellow tip gets depressed, it'll fire. So hold the trigger down, fire, 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 fire. So let me explain my thinking behind this purchase and actually many of my other purchases. Now I am willing to pay for quality products, but on the other hand, for me, there's a balance between price and what you get. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm going to get an external hard drive for my computer. Let's say that I can get a 4 terabyte drive for $89 or a 8 terabyte drive for $99, so $10 more for double the capacity. Well, to me, that extra $10 is money well spent. However, let's say you can get a 12 terabyte drive, but it's $300. Well, is that worth it? Well, you're paying triple the price and you're only getting 50% more capacity above the 8 terabyte drive. Is it worth it? Not to me. Well, it's the same thing with these tools. If I can get a tool that meets my needs for $100, why would I want to buy something for double the price that doesn't give me that much more value? So let's compare some prices right now. So right now, you can get the Ryobi bare tool for $99 at Home Depot. You can also right now get the kit with a 2 amp hour battery and a charger for $218. If you ask me, I would stick with the bare tool right now because, first of all, this charger is a slower one. Second of all, they say this is a 2 amp hour battery, but it looks an awful lot to me like that crappy little 1.3 amp hour battery that I have that came with one of my other kits, and I don't like it. It doesn't have a fuel gauge to tell you how much battery life you have left before your next charge, and it doesn't have that rubber overmolding on the battery, which would protect some surfaces like wood floors, things like that. If it were me, I would stick with the bare tool and maybe get one of those battery kits that gives you a couple of 4 amp hour batteries and the bag and the charger, and you would still be paying comparable or probably less than DeWalt or Milwaukee, and you'd have an extra battery. Now I will admit that according to the manufacturer claims, the Milwaukee and DeWalt do fire faster. These only do about 60 per minute, which is about 1 per second. Yes, it would be nice if it fired a little bit faster, but for me, it's more than fast enough. For the things that I do, this thing more than meets my needs. To give you an idea of how many nails this thing will shoot on one battery, I saw one review where he said that he got 1,498 nails, so almost 1,500 nails on one 4 amp hour battery. So if you compare this to the DeWalt, you'll notice that it does come with a 4 amp hour battery and a bag. However, it's $3.99, so almost double the price of the Ryobi kit and 4 times the price of the bare tool. The rigid tool only is $1.99, so double the price of the Ryobi tool only. The Milwaukee, you'll notice, does come with a 2 amp hour battery just like the Ryobi. However, it's $3.99 instead of $2.18, so nearly double the price or 4 times the price of the tool only of the Ryobi. So overall, I'm really happy with this thing. It's fast enough for me. I don't have to fight with hoses or cords. It's very reliable. It shoots those things in at the same depth every time, and it never jams. So I've been really happy with it. I hope this video helped some people out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. I should probably hold it up. And today, I thought we'd talk about the 18 gauge. So when I was doing my, and that they really liked the airstrike. Oh, that was just the air conditioner kicking on. So when I was doing research to see which one I wanted to get, a lot of and I got to play with it. I asked him Later, I was at a friend's house and itchy. On the back, you have a knob. You can have it in single fire mode, which means when you depress this yellow tip, you can pull the. Let's say I'm going to buy an external hard drive for my computer. Well, I might. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm going to get an external hard drive for my computer. Let's say I can get a 4 terabyte drive for $89 or a 99 terabyte drive. 99 terabyte.